Welcome to Study Abroad 101, Academic Planning and Goal Setting. This video will outline how to plan for your coursework abroad and key questions to ask yourself as you consider study abroad programs. When planning to study abroad, your best first step is to meet with your academic advisor to discuss when study abroad might best fit in your academic plan. Depending on your major, you might have a specific semester or a summer term that aligns, or you may want to focus your study abroad on a short-term faculty-directed option. To stay on track for graduation, make sure you review these questions with your advisor. What courses would transfer best from abroad? Some programs have major-specific coursework that will transfer. Others may require that you take essential studies or elective credit only. What course titles or topics should you keep in mind when reviewing programs? These questions and more are listed on the Study Abroad website under Academic Planning. After connecting with your academic advisor to review what term best fits and courses to keep in mind, start searching for programs through your traveler profile. As you look at the information listed on each program page, be sure to review the academic information. Course lists are typically available on the program website, either for the term you're looking at or examples from the last semester or two. Once you've located the course information, make sure that you review the following: what term the course is available, what year in university the course is intended to take place, and if there are any prerequisites. Reviewing this information ensures you apply for a program whose courses align with the term you're going abroad during and the academic level you are entering. If you're having any trouble finding course lists or syllabi on your program website, contact your study abroad advisor for assistance. Here's a brief introduction to the Petition for Off-Campus Credit form, which is the document where you will finalize your study abroad coursework. This document will require your academic advisor's signature. Additional signature requirements will depend on the type of coursework you're taking while abroad. For example, if you're taking essential studies courses, you'll need the registrar's office approval. Coursework for your minor, that will need that minor department's approval. Language credits that you're taking for a UND major or minor, and if that language major is not your primary major, you'll need the language department's approval for that coursework. You'll also need to share your intended course syllabi with your advisor or any other person signing this form. Write that information on this petition and then request signatures from those appropriate departments. Your study abroad advisor is here to help, so be sure to ask questions if you're unsure how to fill out the paperwork. The purpose of this form is to help outline your coursework abroad, not to complicate it. As you review programs and coursework abroad, keep in mind the teaching style and format of your host country. There may be differences in these examples. Expectations of faculty. They might expect different coursework while in class versus independent learning outside of class. As far as assignments, you may have fewer or more individual assignments, and some classes may have one grade associated, which is the final exam. For grading, some systems do not often award A's, which you may be anticipating based on your UND experience, and you may find that the citation format for papers to be different from what you're used to here at UND as well. For structure, some undergraduate programs abroad are structured more like a US graduate program than a US undergraduate program. This can include how many times the class meets each week or how many hours each class is meeting. These examples are to help inform your decision and encourage you to connect with your study abroad advisor to learn more about the structure of your host country. There's a good chance they'll connect you to an alumni of that same program. Here are a few additional considerations to keep in mind as you review the academic component of your study abroad program. Course load. Semester students need an equivalent of 12 US credits to be full-time, and some scholarships require 15 US semester credits. As for balance of intensity, don't overload your term abroad. You'll want to leave time to experience your host city and country. For credit type, your host country may use a different credit system, so a 3-credit class in the US may be equivalent to a different credit number abroad. For terminology, a great example of a difference is in New Zealand, syllabi are referred to as papers, so you may encounter some terms that you're not as familiar with, and it's okay to ask questions. Another thing to keep in mind is the academic calendar. This is especially important when looking at programs in the Southern Hemisphere, for example. What month does your semester start? Is spring term the same at the institution you're attending, or are you expecting that to just align? While you're reviewing your academic options abroad, you'll also want to take stock of your own personal goals for your experience abroad. Are you selecting a location that interests you? Are you looking for ways to reflect on your own culture while you're abroad? What about developing cross-cultural competencies, improving language and communication skills? Is one of your biggest goals to meet new people or to find experiences that enhance your resume? Asking yourself these questions can help you narrow down your options and ensure that you have a well-rounded experience that aligns with you. As always, visit our website or reach out to your study abroad advisor with any additional questions.